Hi friends, it's Jackie. I am so glad to be doing a video for you all today. And so I'm going to share a couple things and then we're going to work on a little bit of crafting. So this is my my calendar planner book that I have done. If you remember, it was a long time ago, I showed you how I made this. This was the cover. So I just yesterday made a cover for it. Let's see, I hope you can see everything. Yes, there we go. Okay, I think you can. So I just discovered this kit from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah, and it's a, I believe it's pronounced grosgreen kit. It is amazing. I love the colors, and I think this is beautiful. I really love this. I fell in love with this, and I thought, I'm just gonna cover that up. And I love the way the cover came out. I think it's just beautiful. Really love it. Added some lace and, you know. So in this kit, I mean, there are actually, I guess, 3 different parts to it that you buy. But let me tell you, the ephemera part of it, there is so much. Let me show you I mean, there's tons. Look at the flowers. There's tons of these. It's a lot of fussy cutting, but you know what? It's so fun. There's that. I wish there were some more of those, actually. I'm going to make some. All these little butterflies. I mean, there's tons of butterflies. And flowers. I can't even see. There's a whole bunch more. And then there's all these beautiful cards. And see? Beautiful, right? And so I am going to be doing an altered journal, an altered book journal, and I'm going to be going, hopefully going through that with you with a lot more videos. And I'm going to use this kit and probably bits and pieces of others to do this. But it's just, check it out on Shabby Dabby Doodah on Etsy. She has some really nice kits and tons. You get tons of stuff. All right, let me get these put back in here. All right, then I'm going to show you some pages I've done since I don't even know what I've done. I did have my name here. I have the date. I did a lot of collage pieces, and I keep going back and adding some things to them. I added the bits here on the side, and I added this flip up here, which tells a little story about spending some time with my grandson. And I painted this, and here's another piece here. So I just did a bunch of that, and I added some lace on the edge. I added some cardboard here, which I will go back and I'm gonna do something more with that. But this is what I like about this type of planner. I did these extra pages in the front so I could just go back and play with them anytime and add. I mean, these are certainly not done. They're just collaged, so I'll be adding things. And this was August, and I had a little thing here, card. And then I painted this over one of my, I think I showed you that before. This I just did, I put a kind of a little pocket and put a tuck in there. I probably won't, I don't know what I'll do, if I'll keep that there or not, but it's just a little pocket, which I thought was fun. And just some more pages that I've started working on. And then put another thing in here. Some pages I was working on, and I had orange paint left over from October, so I spread some in here. All right, so what else have I done? Just added a couple of cards from Thanksgiving, and a little thank you from my little granddaughter for her birthday. Christmas, I've just put some things in here, and I have a couple of Christmas cards that I've added there. And just, you know, I have tons of things to do in here still, which is what I love, because I can just sit down and do this. I might not have had this done. This I used a piece of the ledger paper, and I Mod Podged over it. Haven't done anything to the back. And I did a couple of these, which are not completely done. And I just added the lace and things, so I really liked that. And it's just, you could use any old book, you know. This just happened to be an encyclopedia set that I found at, if you go back to the first video, I'm sure I say, at a, I think it was a Salvation Army, you know, whatever, those places where people take stuff and they sell it pretty cheap and the money does good. So that's where I got these, and they're perfect size. Oh, right here. So there's some kind of flowering and tree encyclopedia. I can't remember what it was. I have a few others too. I think I got 4 or 5 of them. And I didn't know what I was going to do with them, but this works out well. So I wanted to share that. I'm so pleased with the cover. Okay, and then I want to share the next journal that I just talked about. I'm going to work on. This is sort of the first, this is going to be like the first part of it. So this is just a dollar store book. It does have a title here, and I'm not going to show the title because it might be offensive, but I love the color of this book. So I'm making an altered book. So what you do is I leave some pages in the front. Oh, I don't want to show that. Just regular pages. And then you go on and you save a page, and then you rip out pages. So I probably saved, I think I save a page and I ripped out like 8 pages, and I put another one and I glued it on the side and did a side pocket. I should have left some to show you, shouldn't I? Yes. So then after you glue it, you save a page and you rip out however many you want to, and then you turn up a page. And then this one is a top pocket. And then here you save a page, and you can see here where I ripped out, and I started ripping out a lot of pages because I think I started ripping out 12 because this book had, 597 pages. So it was a lot. So this one is going to become a pocket here. This piece, so this is the one I saved, I ripped, and I saved, okay? This one I turned down like this, so it will make a pocket here. I haven't glued it because when I get around to put whatever paper on here, I won't want to have to fuss with it in there. I can just do it, you know, just like that. And then, so there's that kind of a page. This one, saved a page, ripped pages out, and saved a page. So I made this. And then, as sometimes this happens to me, I forget to save a page, another page after that. So this is going to become a pocket here and a pocket here. So you can fix it if you do that. I'm really bad. I tend to forget. But this book, I only did it once. So I'm really happy about that. Yay. Okay, so then you save a page and you rip pages, and this comes back to be another pocket on the top. Here's that side pocket again. Here's the pocket like that. This one is a pocket here. And I have another idea for this type of pocket that I'm going to show. I got to take these bracelets off. They're driving me crazy clanking, so they're probably driving you crazy too. All right. So, yes, I have another idea for this type of pocket that we'll talk about when I do it. All right, save a page. Now, this is a new kind of pocket kind of thing that Gail did. Gail Agostinelli, you can find her on YouTube. Fun. She has a shop on Etsy that is cinnamon and the letter T, capital. And so you'll find her on Etsy. Let me see. I think it's a capital C for cinnamon and a capital T. And I know if you don't put things just exactly right for YouTube, they won't find it. It's not like Google, where Google will say, "Oh, did you mean this?" No. Etsy, no. You gotta have the thing right. Anyway, I won't go there. All right, so this is a new pocket that Gail did. So I want to share with you. So I saved a page. I was probably ripping out 12 pages still here. And then this page. So this page becomes the pocket over here, and then I saved a page and I made another one here and a saved page. So this kind of has a double spread of pockets. I may even leave this as a pocket. I'm not sure, but that will be fun to do as a full page kind of spread. So I just continued through the book doing those things. And then when I started to get close to the end, I started counting. I counted my pages to see what I had, and then I kept going, and I was taking out a fewer, like down to 8, or I think at the end like 6 maybe on a couple of these, just because I wanted to end with this, and I wanted a certain amount of pages. And I'm trying to remember how many. I think I have 25 pages, so that would make 50 pages. And you know, as you can see right here, you can see where I ripped pages out, and you can see the pockets, but you can see how, you know, it was out to here, and I've ripped pages, so now it's here. Of course, it's going to get a little bigger when I do, you know, the papers and the pockets and whatever inside, but I am going to do a lot of coffee dyed papers, so there's a lot of journaling space in this journal, and I'm not going to go real heavy on all the decoration. I'm going to try one like that. I've really gone more in the Gail style of, she decorates beautifully, right? I mean, everything, beautiful decorations. But I want to go in a style more like Mrs. Cog or Wendy's at Wendy's Journal Adventures, where she does a lot of just the coffee dyed paper and little embellishments here and there. So it's really more of a regular journal, the ones that we find, the more common ones, but it has some nice things in it also. So there will be a lot of the embellishments that I showed you earlier, but also a lot of coffee dyed paper. So if you want to work on this along with me, you need a book. Now this came from the dollar store, so it was $1. And I would get something that, well, this is probably at, what, 1.5 inches spine? I don't know. I don't want to show you the thing of this because, yep, it's about 1.5 inches, and it's, yep, 8.5 long and 5, probably about 5 if you come out to here, 5 inches wide. So, you know, you could use any book you have hanging around, but I just, when I go to the dollar store, sometimes I just pick up a couple, and I do look under, I mean, this had a, you know, a book cover on it. I keep doing that because it's a little bit twisted. See how it's twisted a little? I don't know why, but anyway. So I always take the book jacket off and I look for covers that I like. A cover maybe that doesn't have the title on it, something like that, so that, you know, I could just embellish this. I wouldn't have to like cover it or anything, because honestly, you know, these are going to look beautiful on the top of here. You know, there are, you know, lots of pretty ones that I could stick there. So, yeah. Okay, so that's that. So if you wanted to work along with me with an altered book, you need a book, and you know, go show that. I don't want to show that. You know, you can go back to where I've shown you the pockets, and if you have questions, just pop them into the comments, and I'd be glad to help you out, because I know that I didn't show doing this, so you know, it might be a little hard. I mean, I don't think it should be bad, but you know, leave a comment. You know, like this one is really, it's just folded over like this, the keep, and then a keep page here with the rip outs here, so it hides those. Okay, so anyway, if you know, want to follow along, and next time I'll be starting to do some other things with this, so so do get your book together, and I'll keep track of comments if you have any questions. Okay, my dears, let's see what we've got for time, because I don't want to go too long. Oh, that's only 15 minutes. Cool. Very good, very good. Got a lot done in 15 minutes. Let me put that aside. Oh, I feel really kind of good about doing a journal more for me. It's not going to be for me. I'm gonna sell it, put it in my shop, but you know, I've been working on, I did 9 journals for Christmas gifts, pre-ordered for people that ordered them from me. And that was a lot of fun, but it was really themed. So, and you see some of those in my last videos. So I had to really stick to a theme. I couldn't get out and do kind of my thing. Anyway, so I'm having some fun doing that. Now, I have been watching Tina over at Shabby Dabby Doodah, and she's been doing some fun videos. And she's been doing mask making videos, and she's been doing going through the alphabet and picking, you know, going A, and she'll pick something that begins with the letter A that she can work on. And these, I don't know if these were C for coin envelopes, I think maybe, or E for envelopes. I'm not sure. But anyway, I watched it. I've been going through trying to watch them, and she made these little coin envelopes, she calls them. And so I sat down just watching Netflix the other night. I can't just watch. I'm talking really fast, aren't I? I'm so sorry. I'm excited because it's Christmas Eve and I'm getting together with my kids and my grandchildren, and it's always, always such a fun time. I wouldn't give that up for anything. And my son is making his potato soup, which is unbelievably yummy. I was in charge of dessert, so yum. So I made blonde brownies, and I got a couple of other different cookies when I was out and about and saw something really fun. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, so anyway, I'm excited about that. So sorry if I'm talking really fast. So I thought I'd make a couple of these, and this is, I mean, Tina did these, but I mean, lots and lots of people have made these. These are not my, you know, my creativeness coming up with these. They're just going to have my embellishments, but I just am using cut-offs of paper that I have. I mean, so I have this piece that will be a smaller one when I cut it, but that'll be fun. And this one, that'll be fun. And then I have this one that I don't know, maybe I'll do it this way. Yeah, I guess I would need to, huh? Anyway, and then I have some other cut-offs from my Tim Holtz paper. Oh, that's a sad day that ripped. But these would be fun, you know, to have. And I want to try to do one with this. I'm not sure. I love the iris, so we're going to try to do a tall pocket there. All right, so I have those we're going to do. I have, let's see what I have. I have my Fussy Cut flowers and butterflies from yeah, who is she? Tracy Fox. And then I have my little box of just little trims and things that I just had little pieces of. So I have that box, and of course I have all my other lace too. Let's stick you in there. And then I have this big box of buttons, which I've talked about when I got these. A friend, mother-in-law of a friend, said, "Do you think Jackie would like these?" I have two of these tins like this, half full. And my littles I've let them glue buttons on paper. They absolutely love it. They love searching through the buttons and finding what they want. So there was a ton. So I'm going to put some buttons on some things. Okie doke. Let's get started here. I'm going to be going on crazy. All right. Now, when I watch Tina craft, she can take a pair of scissors and make a straight line. Okay. I'm just going to say right now, disclaimer, I can't cut a straight line to save my life. Let's just see what's going on here. I'll try. I mean, and I'm following a little bit of a pattern here. She just cuts it on plain paper and gets a nice straight, and I don't know how she does it. I do not know how she does it. Sorry. Oh, why am I so shaky? I don't know. I get that way when I get excited. So we're going to take this, and all you do is have whatever size paper, really. I mean, these were fairly large, but this is probably more traditional size for a coin envelope. All right, but you can use anything you want. So I'm going to fold this, and you want to have it overlap, you know, but not too much. So I'm going to fold this in, try to do it as evenly as possible here. And then I'm going to fold this side in. back up here so you can see what I'm doing. I probably was out of the frame. All right, so I'm gonna do it like right about there. Okay, so then you have this, and you have just a little bit overhang. I'll probably cut a little bit of that off. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. Let's cut a little bit off because we don't need all of that. Okay. Okay, and then we fold that over. Ooh, I almost cut off too much, but not so. And then on your bottom corners, you're gonna cut just a little piece off. And I can't do this, cut it off without flipping. So you just take your corner from here, and tons of people do this too. I've seen a bunch of people do this. And then you flip it around so it's on this side, and you cut it over here. Then you get the same type of cut, okay? So you've got it cut both on the bottom, and then you're gonna open it back up, and this piece and this piece you're going to cut off. Again, try to be straight. You're gonna cut it right to that edge. Sorry, I'll put in line. And hopefully they come out about the same because you cut them the same, so they should, right? Whoops, come back. Trying to get away from me. Yeah, I know. Okay, so then I always get this little thing down here, and I don't know why, because it was even right before. So I'm just gonna cut this side a little tad, just a teeny OC, because I didn't get it right up to the edge there. So let's just cut a teeny bit off, just so it will fold up a little bit better. Okay. Still a little bit. Ugh. Okay, let's see if that's better. Yes, that's better. Good. So then you can, now it's a little too much. You fold up this bottom part, and that will be glued there, and that makes your little coin pocket. Now, I think I'm gonna sew around this. I didn't do it with any of the others because I was, on the couch watching the programs on Netflix, so I didn't wanna, I was too lazy to get up and come over to my sewing machine. But I'm gonna give this a stitch. So I'm gonna stitch here, across the top, and down and across here, okay? So we'll start here. And so I hope everybody's well, and you're going to be celebrating the Christmas holiday, whether you're a religious person or not. I happen to be, and I love Christmas Eve, and I always leave my porch lights on all night. It's just something I do to invite the Christ child into my heart and that kind of thing. So just something I do. Anyway, I hope you all are going to enjoy the lovely holiday. And I hope everybody's well. Now there, got my thread. My thread was caught. Yeah. And then, so I told you, my family, my kids and my grandkids celebrate. We've done Christmas Eve for a long time. When it was just my kids, before any of them had, see, I didn't pay attention to what I was doing. Look what I did. I went beyond there, but that's okay. I'm just going to put it back in. Before my kids had, even when they had husbands, I guess we did. But we would do Christmas Eve here at my house. And we would have dinner together. And then we would go to the Christmas Eve service. And then we would do our tree. And it was a lot of fun. And so now that my kids are grown with families of their own, we usually go to my son's house he's in East Dorset. And so it's about, a little bit for me and a little bit for the girls that live over in New York, actually. So it's kind of a midpoint. So that's really good. That works out well for everybody with the babies and naps and, You know, all that jazz that comes with babies. I love my grandchildren. Oh my gosh. You know, it's the best thing in the world being a Grammy. It just is. I love it. I love it. What? You want me to come and, you know, spend the night with your kiddo so you can have a date night? No problem. All right, so that's what that looks like. A little bit wonky, but that's okay. That's okay. If you wanted to, you could go around again and stitch and just make it a little more wonky so it looks like you meant to do that. It just happens to me no matter what. What time are we getting at to? 25. Okay, not bad. So then I'm going to glue this. I'm going to use my art glitter glue here. And I'm going to put glue, let's see, I'm going to put glue on this edge here. This is going to be the one that's on the inside. And I'm also going to put a little glue on this side, which will be the outside piece. Hope I've been in frame. I keep coming towards me, and I have to remember not to be. Boy, that is real close, isn't it? Yeah, I got a little close with the snippety snips. So I'm just going to press that down for a little bit. Art glitter glue is pretty good. It dries. Oh dear, I forgot to do something. Ay, 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 ay. Where is my... Oh, it's over here. Hole punch. All right, I'm going to use this. This is I think it's a 2-inch hole punch. And I'm going to open this back up because there's no way I'm going to get into the top of this. So I only want to put a little bit, and I'm trying to get it even. And I am so sorry if my head's in there. It's so bad at this. Okay. Hey, that's not too bad, right? Now I got to do a little more glue here, of course. That's okay. That's okay. Sometimes it's just, you know, it's the way things go. And I have to be honest, most of the time there's some snafu going on. And it ends up, I don't know if you guys do this, but I always, on Christmas Day or right before I'm supposed to be somewhere with something, I always have one more gift that I need to wrap. And I thought this year, oh, I'm all set. I don't have anything else that I need to wrap. Oh, wrong. My baby grandson, the little one, I forgot to wrap his present. So, yep, I have to do that. But that's okay. It's just a little something. So, he is just, how old is he? 3 months? 3 months, yeah. He's a doll. He's a good boy. All right, usually this also I should have done before I glued, and I tend to really like inking. I just think, I love it. I love ink on a piece, and I think it just adds so much character and whatnot. Okay, so let's see. I have that. I need to put this glue cover on. Ooh, come on, get in there. Thank you. Okay, so let's see what we want to put on this little guy here. He's pretty little, so we don't want to do, I don't want to do a whole bunch of stuff. That's kind of pretty. This is antique lace. I think it's about the last of it that I have. That's super pretty. Pretty. And let's see, what if we did a little bit of cheesecloth here to stick up a little bit and then did the lace? Let's see what that layering looks like. Oh, I think that's pretty. I like that. Okie doke, that's what we're doing. Let me get my scissors back here. And let me chop this a little bit. See, I never throw away these little pieces of cheesecloth. I'm getting better at kind of throwing away the bigger pieces of paper. I mean, the little pieces of paper. I don't save it all now because I have so much, and I don't have room for it all. All right, so here's a little Fabri-Tac I'm gonna use for this. Just a little sprinkling because it will be fine. And then I'm gonna put some on the lace. I don't think there's a right or wrong with this, is there? Maybe that might be the right side. All right, I'm gonna put just some glue here on each of these little solid pieces here. Do that, okay. Pop this guy right down on here. That's very cute, very cute. And I'm gonna just get that down here a little bit. Okay, then I'm thinking I might want to put a button on here. So let's see, get out a few. Just what we got here. Some little ones. I think it needs to be pretty little because it's a little place. All right, let's see. I like that one. It's pretty cute. Could do that one and this one. Or just one. I tend to, when I do buttons, if I'm going to do more than one, I do 3. So I think I'm just going to do that one there. And I'm just going to glue it on. Some people like to stitch it, and sometimes I do stitch it, but you know, take a thread needle and go through there and just make it look like, you know, it's stitched on. But I'm not feeling that today, and I think that looks just darling. Very cute. Very cute. I like it. All right. So that's how I would embellish one. And let me see what time it is. 32. Yeah, let's give it a, we'll put this away. So I hope you make some of these and enjoy it. You can go to Tina's Etsy channel, Shabby Dabby Doodah, and you will see her making some in her mass making. And, you know, check out some of her other stuff. It's really cool. She does some cool stuff. I might leave that on there like that. I think I kind of like that edge right there. All right, my friends, you go and have a lovely day today and tomorrow, and I will be back soon.